What's good everybody, Opie here, and today we're going to be learning about props in React. So props are short for properties, and they're a way of passing data from one component to another. So from a parent component to a child component. Props are also read-only and immutable. What this means is once a prop is passed to a component, that component cannot change it. And we're going to look at a quick code example just to illustrate how props work. Alright guys, so I've got my React app open. The first thing I'm going to do is create a profile card component. So in our source folder, I'll type profile card.jsx and then type RAFC, which will generate us some boilerplate React code. Now I'll head over to our app component and import the profile card we just created. Now let's head back to our profile card and create some basic HTML. So here I'll type image source, and we're going to be using Pravatar to generate our avatar images, and instead of image 68 I'll put 3. Below I'll create a h2 tag and I'll put as example, so this is just some dummy text. Put age, occupation, and hobby. And here I'm just going to give it a class name of profile card. And let me head over to app.css and let's start styling our profile card. So profile card, we'll give it a box shadow of RGBA 100, 100 and 0.2 and the rest of this. We'll give it a width of 250 pixels. We'll align the text to the center, padding 2 rem, and the font family we'll just put as sans serif. And the image, we'll give it a border radius of 50%. Okay, so we have this profile card component. Now let's start creating the props. We'll head over to app.jsx and here we can type avatar, and I'm gonna actually just paste this source here. I'll also create a prop called name, which will have as John Doe. The occupation, we'll say software engineer, and hobby we'll just put as hiking, right? Now let's actually use these props. So we need to go to our profile card component and pass props as an argument, and what this is going to do is it will give us a props object with the properties that we just defined. And to illustrate this, I will actually console.log props and we can check out what props is, right? So in the console you see we have this object with avatar, hobby, name and occupation. Nice. Now we can insert some JavaScript using JSX to access these properties that we just created. So instead of hard coding this source, we can say props.avatar, right? And then here we can pass the name, right? We'll say props.name. Age, props.age. Occupation, props.occupation. And hobby will be props.hobby. Nice. Now we can clean this up a little bit more by using destructuring. So rather than props, we pass some curly braces and then we'll say avatar, name, age, occupation, and hobby, right? Then instead of props.avatar, we can just pass avatar. In fact, let me just do something here. I'll hold down Alt and then just click and save. And obviously nothing's going to change because we still have the same data, right? But that is a lot neater than, passing props as an argument. And of course, we can render several profile cards and change some of these values. So I'll change that to 5, change that to 8. We'll say Jane Doe, occupation software engineer. We'll say our hobby is basketball. So we get another profile card component, and we didn't pass the age, which I just realized that we didn't pass that. So in fact, let me just go ahead and do that. Age, let's just all give them an age of 30 for now, and then I'll give her an age of 23. Okay, and 33. Instead of image 5, we'll say image 8. Name is John Smith. Occupation, we'll say platform engineer or something. And then hobby, painting. And as you can see, we have 3 different profile card components, each with slightly different data, right? So that has been props. Hopefully you have a better understanding of props. As always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.